Wagwan guys, I just got back from the Ojude Oba Festival 2026 at Ijebu Ode, and before the gist starts getting cold, I want to give it to you hot. This is a totally different perspective, I can guarantee you that. So I went with my colleagues and we were gisting about how to synergize, like, okay, we are going to create content, the best content, and how one of our guys last year had his phone stolen, and Victor specifically warned us to be super careful with our phones at the event, as not everybody out at that event is yet to appreciate the culture, to capture content or enjoy the festivity. We gisted about how our culture and heritage have been demonized and don't enjoy enough appreciation from younger generations, and how an event like Ojude Oba bridges such a gap and makes the culture shine and preserves it. We also gisted about how the 2026 Ojude Oba Festival in Ijebu Ode went ahead despite rumors of cancellation following the passing of Oba Sikiru Kayode Adetono the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land at the age of 91. Before he passed on, he expressly stated that the festival must not be stopped or must not be suspended during maybe like the transition of royalty before they get the next king and stuff like that. So we landed at the palace of the Awujale of Ijebu land, where the glamorous, like when I say glamorous, like we begin to see orishirishi, like styles, fashion. Oh my god, it was amazing, as you can see on the screen right now. So I observed the heavy presence of security forces, heavy presence of security men from special forces to military. I saw soldiers at even many junctions before getting to the palace of the Awujale. If at the event, you can pick a random direction and look at, and if you look at that direction well enough, you would be able to count 1, 2, 3 police or so. I then learned that over 2,500 policemen were deployed to ensure the safety of the Ojude Oba Festival 2026, given the national security issue of the country, and we know about banditry, kidnapping and all that going on, and also given that there are extremely important personalities like Baba Shege was there, Olusegun Obasanjo, our former president, was there today. The gubernatorial candidate for Ogun State, APC, Adeola Yayi, was there today. The present governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, was there, and other big political figures in the country were in attendance today. Seyi Tinubu was present there today, and big actors, actresses, stars were also at the event that I saw with my kuru eyes, and I even interviewed some of them, like Femi. I interviewed Femi Branch. I spoke with Ijebu. Who else? Like, I interviewed a couple of them. I don't even remember the name of everybody right now. Adeniyi Johnson was at the event. Yarimbo. I was so happy to see Yarimbo. I don't know I would be that happy to see her, but I was very, very happy to see Yarimbo. And then she came with the energy. She was smiling. I love it. Yeah, I saw this lady, Sikiratu Sin Dodo. You know, this guy has brought her back to life, like with a song. Dele Omo Woli. We started seeing, like, today, like I started seeing orishirishi steez, orishirishi style, orishirishi fashion and culture, and the lucky gists that many people were mouthing, whispering, talking about, and that is the issue of phone theft. Yes, they carry people phone for that place. So someone said over 150 phones were stolen at the Ojude Oba event last year. I don't know how we got that information. I don't know. And it might not be truth, but then that might just be an hyperbole to suggest that a lot of phones got stolen at the last year Ojude Oba. My phone was stolen in December. I know a couple of us whose phones got stolen, and they don't really report it. This is part of the stories that you seldom hear about unless you are at the venue physically, like me today. Then I spotted a person costumed in an Eyo outfit being harassed. They are giving him both left and right. So I learned that he collected money and our boy is very good way. I'm just giving you gist on what I was able to find out from Wonsokwe knew, allegedly knew. Because he collected money from someone. Maybe he obtained the money, I don't know how. So guys wanted to collect part of it. So they even removed your clothes from his face that we saw the person under the egungun. I think he eventually gave up some or all of the money to them, and at some point I saw him ran fast as his leg could carry him. Then the event continued with different groups. The event didn't even stop. Like I continued with the event because Ojude Oba is quite massive. Like different things is happening at different points at different times. Even when you walk out of the Awujale's palace and you move, you can still see canopies, houses, people like singing, music. So still keep seeing beautiful outfits and many families had horses. To get. In short, like the horses that I've seen today, like I don't need horsepower in my car again. Like enough of horses this year. Then guess what I saw? Something very troubling. A cluster of crowd with sounds that actually signal that something is going on here. I went that direction to check out what's happening. An alleged phone thief was caught, and some hands are beginning to touch him and sample him. You know what I mean, right? They give him correctional. The security guy held him, and I just wanted to know what's up, like the story behind the story. Like, hey guys, kilo shele, what happened? And I was told that the guy has stolen phones worth over 3 million, or probably it's a single phone worth, which phone is worth over 3 million? The iPhone 17 Pro Max? I don't know. Okay, maybe it's a couple of phones, but I was very sure I was told over 3 million naira. As at the time he was being caught. Another guy that was there also said that this guy is irritating him because his own phone was stolen at the Ojude Oba 2025. Long story short, they took the guy away. The guy said that they want him to show them other pickpockets and phone thieves around. Then I moved back to the rectangle at the Awujale's palace to capture content, to interview people, to enjoy the event, you know. While I was trying to interview a guy, I was detailing the guy's outfit. Look at my bag. X. It was one of my bosom buddy from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, of the greatest bagba. I saw the king of steez. Yeah, you know who the king of steez is now? Farouk Oreagba. Yes. Trended like ice water, like some 3 years ago. Like it was on the screen of everybody, and even he's one of the person that actually made the Ojude Oba mainstream. Like I know a lot of people know the Ojude Oba before him. But that virality he got actually made some of us that don't care or don't even know the event existed as before him got to know of the event. You know, now something happened at this year. Like it still came with his steez, and then he had something that looks like a big cigar in his mouth. A small boy beside me went from Farouk Oreagba, puffed the stuff that looked like a cigar. I wasn't sure what that is. It looks brown and circular. And the boy shouted, Faruku, Shanosi Laudi. I was like, I know that sound, but I've never connected it to this Farouk. Oble. That was how the song started, like Farouk. Okay, and a part of me actually began to wonder if this is morally healthy for the boy. But let's continue this gist. The festivity continues. It was such a beautiful one, honestly. Like I spotted nothing fetishistic. It looked like a pure passing down of ancestral heritage and culture of the Ijebus from generation to generation, and family bonding celebration, which is an amazing thing, which is a good thing. And from Ijebus, not just Ijebus, by extension Yorubas. Like you have a lot of Ijebu people and a lot of people that came for the event and dressed in glam. Like Adeniyi Johnson, when he came in, I think he's sponsored by maybe Igu or one particular brand like that. He was on horse. Like I even thought it was a king until I looked at him like, oh, I know this guy. Do you understand? So I went back to our outstation bus when I was done, and while I was almost at the park, I caught up with my colleague who was also walking towards the bus. Then he broke the most shocking thing to me at the event. Should I tell you? His phone has just been stolen. What? I know Victor, yes, Victor, the guy who advised us to be careful, and I know him to be super careful. So I wondered how his phone got stolen. He said at some point while he was trying to capture content, I think it fell down. He did not realize probably the phone was probably, like have you lost your phone before? Share the experience in the comment. You would not, like, there's this dimension of uncertainty, except maybe like you are robbed. Like, okay, could it be? So he's most likely, like even from our permutation, it's most likely that moment maybe the person actually intentionally pushed him, or maybe like when it fell on the floor, the person took advantage or something like that. It was ringing at some point, then later it stopped. On our way back, I was looking out and appreciating the views and the architecture of houses and observing the kind of cars I saw. So if you enjoyed this content to like my gist, this conversation, please like and subscribe, and please, Bikono. What is please in Hausa? Honestly, I don't know. Tell me. Please comment also. Comment. I'll see you in my next video if you want me to make it. Bye-bye.